Hello, welcome to my channel, NekoCiolena Cards. Today I plan on opening a Duskmourn box that has been sitting in my closet for quite a while. Duskmourn is one of my favorite sets, purely because of the horror flavor. I love the fear of cards, where they have different art depictions of people's fears. And the other thing I love about this set is the precons. I have the jump scare precon upgraded, and Duskmourn is a powerhouse in Commander. I hosted an Instagram poll to decide whether I was going to open a Duskmourn playbox or a Commander Legends box, and the Duskmourn playbox won, so I recorded a long form video for anyone who would be curious as to what's inside a Duskmourn playbox. I will say my luck is pretty bad, so the pull rates may not be accurate. Obviously, you're only supposed to get one rare guaranteed per pack, but I see a lot of people get multiple rares on their packs. On this first pack, I actually did get 2 rares, so I was feeling pretty confident. Plus, the full art Razorkin Needlehead is so cool looking. It's really a beautiful art. It's kind of freaky actually, but I enjoyed it. I zoomed through the comments because otherwise this video would be like an hour and a half long. But yeah, 36 play boosters in the Duskmourn boxes versus like the new play boosters, which only have 30 packs in a box. I personally feel like it's Wizards cutting costs and finding ways to, I guess, short their clients or their customers by putting less packs in the box, but that's just my opinion. I only got 1 rare in this pack, but it's okay. You can see my little piles. I have a pile for like special rares, normal rares, art cards, tokens, and then just commons and lands on the bottom. I low-key do not miss those cardboard token cutouts. They were quite annoying. I do love the lands in Duskmourn. The lands are some of my favorite. And I got an Enduring Vitality. I think the Enduring cards are so cute. It's on my bucket list to own like the fractured foils for them, and I will probably have to buy them because Duskmourn collector boxes are going for like $600 right now, which isn't terrible for the cards you can get in them, but I would rather just buy the single hits from the set rather than trying to pull for it. I really enjoy the commons in this set. I just didn't have time to go through each and every single one. I did pull a ley line out of this pack, which is really interesting. I like all the different ley line enchantments. I think they're all pretty useful and the arts are decent on them. I like building my decks like on a budget, and so anytime I can use cards from bulk to put in my decks, like I do. And so that's why I don't mind ripping boxes like this, because I will use a very large portion of the cards in decks, even if they're just uncommons or the lands and all that. Ooh, I pulled a Grievous Wound out of this pack. Grievous Wound is actually one of my favorite cards to use. I have an Atrata deck, and she has only one win con really in that deck, and it's the hit counters, but I added Infect as a secondary win con, and Grievous Wound is just kind of a nasty card considering she's completely unblockable, and so if I can give a player Grievous Wound and just take them out of the game, it's kind of a targeted deck and it doesn't usually win, but I enjoy playing it. Also, I got the rare land out of this pack. The Gloomlake Verge is a pretty decent land. And then I got a cool little removal uncommon. Just like art only, not rare at all. I do have an Estrid the Masked commander deck that I'm working on, and so a lot of the cards that I pull from Duskmourn will go into Estrid, just because like she's all about returning the enchantments from the graveyard and the auras, and so I have a few cards from this set. There's an uncommon that's like this little cat glimmer. I forgot exactly what it's called, but it makes enchantment spells cost 1 less. A pretty basic card, but that one, I pulled a few of those. One of those definitely went into the Estrid deck. And I just like the flavor of like the Endurings in general, so I put an Enduring Vitality, an Enduring Innocence, and an Enduring Courage. I cannot remember what the blue one is called. Anyways, I put each of those. Oh, I pulled an Enduring Courage out of this pack. One of my favorites. But yeah, I put one of the, because she's green, blue, and white, I put one of each of the Endurings in that deck just for flavor. Their cards, I don't think, had like perfect synergy, but I wanted it to be able to pull plenty of enchantments from the graveyard, so that includes enchantment creatures, and then you get to put the auras on top of them. So I definitely don't optimize my decks for winning, and it's kind of a flaw of mine. I tend to just make them based on how I want to play them and what's fun for me, and what's fun for me isn't exactly winning, but for a lot of people what's fun is winning. So I get there's a little bit of a disconnect in that sense. I got a Marina Vendrill from this pack. I thought she looked pretty cool, but I don't know exactly if I would ever build a deck like that. The 5-color decks are really hard just for like get mana fixing, and then like you have so many options when you have 5 colors to tap into. It kind of like overwhelms me. I like the color restraints of having limited decks. And then this one is a room mythic, and so I had to turn it sideways so you could even read it. The Fractured Realm part where it says if a triggered ability triggers, it triggers additional time. That could be useful in my Etrata, considering her hit counter ability is a triggered ability from her doing combat damage. And it's always good to be able to target an additional creature. But the problem comes with that deck when there aren't creatures to target. And so then you need an alternative win con, because if someone plays purely with enchantments, or they only have like one really big creature on the board and it's their commander, you can't exactly keep the hit counters on in exile. Like, it's still good removal, but it doesn't help you win the game. It's a really goofy deck, but I really like it. I think this Tyvar the Pummeler is a pretty good elf. I don't have too many really good elf cards, and so he's definitely going into my Galadriel deck, because again, another elf deck I built on a budget. But it's the Galadriel Light of Valinor. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you choose one of the 3. But that deck can get really strong with the right cards. It's just, yeah, it's not as busted as it could be. I got the regular Razorkin Needlehead in this pack. Not as interesting when I already got the cool art. I guess we're not even a third of the way through the box yet. I definitely didn't want this video to be this long, but it's hard to get every single pack opening for a whole box into a video. See, like the Fear of Surveillance card, so cool, the little eyes all over. It's just a little common, but the foil's nice. And then I got an Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. It's a mythic. Maybe I'm just not that creative, but I couldn't quite see how good it was. So I kind of just, yeah, it just went into the rare pile. Again, like, I didn't get that many cool arts. I didn't get an insane ton of rares out of this box, and I think the rares I did get weren't all that expensive. Yeah, Marina Vendrill's Grimoire is like interesting because you can draw 1,000,000 cards and not lose the game, but yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that would work. I don't really play drafts, but I have a bunch of sealed draft boxes and play boxes. And so, oh, a foil rare, Enduring Tenacity. Nice. This is a really good card. I like this one a lot. This card was super miscut though. I don't know if you noticed that. Like, the top corner was very thin compared to the bottom. Unstoppable Slasher is pretty good. It's basically Grievous Wound just as a creature. And then Oh, so this pack had a really cool land. Roaring Furnace and Steaming Sauna as a common. Oh, and Fear of Missing Out. Fear of Missing Out is an interesting one. I definitely do not have that fear at all. If any of them that I resonate in this one, it'd probably be like the fear of falling. Like, I guess I get a little bit of like, not exactly a fear of heights, but like that. I hate the free fall feeling. But fear of missing out is something I don't have. Like, I do not care. I will always just do my own thing. I like even the regular lands in this set. The foils look good. I think this pack I got. Toby Beastie Befriender. I mean, it's pretty decent in a token deck, I'm not gonna lie. But I have all these sealed boxes, and so the only thing I can really do with them is make content. Because I'm not gonna do a draft with other people. Well, and I guess I really want to open a game store with my fiance someday, so we're both saving up sealed product to eventually have our own business. Just because I appreciate like the community game stores have, and if I had one when I was growing up, I would have been a lot happier throughout school. Thought Neko Light of Hope was an interesting card. It is a mythic, I think. Let me know what kind of playbox you'd like me to open next. Or even just regular packs. I love buying single collector packs or single play boxes and opening them for shorts. I do need to get into making more long form content though, especially because I personally enjoy watching long form content more than shorts. It's just better for my attention span, and I like to put things on in the background while I do things. But yeah, let me know. I really enjoy opening various packs, and my favorite part too about opening packs is I get to go to the LGS and pick them out. So then I get to see people who I know and support a local business. We got the cool Fear of Missing Out in this pack. I think it's the showcase version. Oh, and then another pack with a second rare with Kona Rescue Beastie. I actually have the I don't know if it's the alternate art or the showcase art, but I have one of the like pretty arts, I guess you could say, of the Kona Rescue Beastie in my binder. And I think it's so cute. It's not a super expensive card, but it's good, I guess. The Winter Misanthropic Guide. He's kind of interesting. I guess maybe he could fit into Group Hug, considering every player gets to draw cards in his deck. But I don't know. I'm not super familiar with that card. The Fear of Immobility is kind of cool, especially in foil. Like, that card looks really sick. Oh, and then the lands. The lands with it enters tapped unless if a player has 13 or more or less life. I guess those are kind of like not the greatest in terms of dual lands, just because it's like they'll always enter tapped unless if it's like you happen to draw a land like extremely late game. Like, I know in terms of competitiveness, people prefer to have lands that enter untapped sooner rather than later, but I guess they're good for flavor. The Unholy Annex and Ritual Chamber is kind of interesting. I think it's maybe good for Demon Tribal. Oh, and then I got another rare in that pack with the Leyline of Hope. Leyline of Hope is actually good, especially in any life gain deck. I mean, I guess you only gain +1 life, it's not doubling your life gain, but I think it's still pretty decent. The other cool thing about the Leylines is they can enter straight onto the battlefield in the beginning of the game. Oh, Toby Beastie Befriender in the cool art. I think we're finally halfway through the box, if not a little bit more than halfway through. I do really like the tokens in this set. I don't know if it's a permanent change or if Magic has just started doing it recently. Oh, that island is really cool. Oh, and the Enduring Curiosity. That's the name of the Enduring that I couldn't remember earlier. I had all the other ones. Innocence, Courage, Tenacity, Hope, and then Curiosity. I almost forgot it again. I don't know why the curiosity is the hardest for me to remember. Oh, but back to the token thing. The tokens look good, but it always bothered me that they had ads on the other side. And I don't know. Oh, the Kaido Bane of Nightmares is a great planeswalker. That's pretty fun. I like the ninjutsu mechanic. I use it a lot in my Atrata deck to help flash her in and out. But the tokens, like the ads on the back, are so tacky. And I noticed with Final Fantasy that they don't have ads on them. And then the Avatar play don't have ads on them either. But I don't know if that's because their universe is beyond. Oh, what a sick mountain. Oh, and he's pretty good. All activated abilities of creatures. But the ads are just so tacky. And like, I want to use a token in the game. And then you flip it over and there's just an ugly ad. Like, I just really did not like the ads on the tokens. And I hope they don't go back to putting ads on tokens and they just leave them double-sided. It's more use that way. It's more value to me as the player, like when I'm opening a pack. Like, if I get absolutely reamed, which I have on plenty of the packs in this set, if I don't get all of the cards, or if I don't get my value back, I might as well at least have a nice token. Oh, and here's the Enduring Innocence. I opened... Oh, that Inquisitive Glimmer is the one I was talking about earlier, where enchantment spells cost 1 less, and it's super cute, and I put it in my Estra deck. But yeah, if you're not going to get your value back in cards, you might as well at least have a good looking product to play with, whether it's actually valuable or not. Like, it's valuable to me because I enjoy it. And so, yeah, I hope they don't go back to doing that. Oh yeah, that art needed to be viewed upright. It's a pretty cool art. I did get a lot of cool lands, I think, in my play boosters, but that didn't exactly do it for me for value. This card's pretty good. I mean, it is a mythic, but playing spells from graveyards is pretty useful. Oh, and I got another rare in this pack with the Leyline of Resonance. Oh, this was a banger pack. An Unwanted Remake. Another one of those cool, like, uncommon reprints. I actually don't think that that's a bad removal spell. Like, yeah, is it as cheap as Path to Exile? Probably not. But, or I think it is a 1-drop. I think it just has restrictions as to what you can. I think it's destroy artifact or enchantment rather than exile target permanent. Yeah, I didn't do so hot on a lot of these packs. I did get some cool cards that I'm definitely going to use, and I definitely enjoyed opening the play box, but it wasn't anything to write home about. I think this was my only other foil rare besides Enduring Tenacity. Okay, the Doomsday Excruciator was pretty cool. His ability isn't insane, I feel like, but it's a pretty cool card and it's a decent demon. The last 2 packs. Yeah. Oh, an etched art card. That was pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. Oh, and then I got the full art of that mythic. The Walk-in Closet, Forgotten Cellar, where you can play lands and spells from your graveyard. Hopefully there's one last hit in this last pack. Oh, one more art card. Kinda cool. Okay, the foil land. Oh, Central Elevator and Promising Stairs. Okay, and that was it for that last pack. Nothing to write home about, but here's all my rares at the end. I had separated like the cool art ones, because part of why I play, or not like the only reason why I play Magic, obviously it's for like the love of the game and its mechanics, but a large reason for why I like first started enjoying Magic was because the arts on the cards were really cool. And obviously like the fancy borders are fun and like the full arts are fun and whatever, but just in general, I appreciate cool looking cards, good art, and like even in the uncommons and commons, like I want to see like nice art. And so I hope Magic continues to invest in their art and that they don't go down the path of, I guess, mass production and AI. So hopefully they stay true to who they are. I really do think Duskmourn would be a fun set to draft with other people. I just don't have enough friends to do that with, and if I do have enough friends, they're the kind of people who I wouldn't always want to play with exactly. And so, yeah, that's why I'm just opening this box by myself. But here's all my hits. I'm glad I got one of each of the Endurings, and I think the Kaido Planeswalker is another one of my cooler ones. And then like the arts, the full arts I only got 3 ley lines, but yeah, I think overall it was a pretty good box. I think the cards in this box would have been ideal for drafting with people, but that's okay. Not exactly as like, oh, I got the biggest hit, because I didn't. I definitely didn't get the biggest hit, but that's okay. We enjoyed ourselves, which is at the end of the day, like if you love what you're doing and you're enjoying it, like does it really matter what kind of money you spent or what you got out of it? Like it's more of the experience. I'm really grateful for anybody who stayed this long and watched this whole video or even made it to the end, considering this is the first video I'm posting on the YouTube channel. But thank you so much for all the support and any likes and subscribes. Like I appreciate even the views. It's hard to get started as a content creator, and I'm going to stay vigilant and keep going and not give up. And so I really hope that my content improves as well, and that this is a great learning experience for me. Thank you to everyone who stayed, and I hope you enjoyed my Duskmourn box opening video.